It is time for another exciting episode of
How's the Market?
Where I get you up to date of what's happening with our housing market here in Brevard County and also the Cocoa Beach area. So stick around. My name's Larkin. I'm with Real Brokers here on the Space Coast. And when I'm not making videos like this one, I'm helping people buy and sell real estate. So if you have plans of making a move, I'm here to help. Let's get on with this housing market update. So this housing market, I know the headlines are still really scary. Everything out there, headline-wise, is indicating the market's going to crash. Things are falling apart. Doom and gloom for our housing industry. But what I'm seeing myself here locally is it's kind of finding its groove again. You know, we went from chaotic to slow down to where we're just kind of planing out, and I think this is the new norm. Our inventory has risen and stopped at around 2,400 properties on the market at any given time. We're seeing way more properties coming on the market today than we have in the last 18 to 24 months, really ever. And I'm also seeing a lot more price changes that are happening too, which is a good indication of sellers realizing that there's more competition out there and prices are pulling back a little, but they're not the doom and gloom that you're seeing on the headlines. Actually, here's a breakdown of the numbers for Brevard County. Active inventory, we have 2,330 properties available. We sold 1,288 in August, which puts us at a 1.8 month supply of property for sale. Average price this year was $428,000 versus $366,000 in 2021. Median price was $365,000 versus $310,000, and the list to sell ratio is at 96%. So they're still selling very close to where properties have been listed at. Average price per square foot is $237. Average days on market just over 18 days. We're having 43% of the sales closing in the first 7 days. We've had $44 million properties sell in the month of August, with the highest being $5.3 million on Melbourne Beach and 40 homes sold under $200,000 in Brevard County. So that was your overview for all of Brevard County. Here's what's happening in Cocoa Beach in the condo market. Right now we have over 100 properties available for sale, ranging in price from $145,000 to $2.5 million. We sold 49 condos in August, ranging in price from $165,000 to $1.2 million. We're at just over a 2-month supply of properties for sale. Average price in 2021, $481,000 versus $337,000 in 2021. Median sales price, $398,000 versus $265,000 in 2021. Average price per square foot, $358. It's taken just over 24 days for these properties to sell on average. We had 2 condos sell for under $200,000. And the best selling complex was Royal Towers, where there were 5 sales between $398,000 and $1.2 million. Let's talk single family homes in Cocoa Beach and Cape Canaveral. Right now our active inventory is at 38 properties, ranging between $499,000 and $2.5 million. We sold 17 homes in August between $400,000 and $1.6 million. Puts us at 2.2 months supply of properties for sale. Average home price this year was $848,000 versus $777,000 in 2021. Median sales price was $769,000 versus $665,000 last year, and the average price per square foot was $442. Average days on market, 25 days. We had 1 home sell under $500,000, and we had 5 homes sell for over $1 million. So that's the overview of Brevard County and what's happening in Cocoa Beach. My overall feel is we're still in a transition, but it feels like things are just leveling out, like I said in the beginning of the video. We're at the 2,400 properties available. We're at or under a 2-month supply. If we go back to the market from 2015 through 2020, we had at any given time 3,000, 4,000 properties for sale. We were averaging 3 to 4 months supply of inventory. So even though we've adjusted from the craziness we had in 2020, 2021 in the beginning of the year, it's not terrible right now. Buyers have a selection of properties to choose from. Sellers are having to negotiate some on the prices. Sellers are still getting a great price. If you look at the median prices compared to this year to last year, we're well over where things are at. I just think the pullback in sales that we had was with the interest rates when it went from the historic lows to the highest we've seen in some time, over 5% interest rate, which is scary if you've never seen that before, but in all reality, it's not a bad rate. It's still an affordable rate, and buyers are getting used to seeing that number with the realization that a 5% rate is probably going to be the new norm for some time, and that's why they're coming back, and we're still seeing a nice steady supply of closings happening here in Cocoa Beach and throughout Brevard County. So whether this is a good time to buy or sell, it really depends on your personal circumstances, on what makes sense for you. For selling, if you're looking at where values are today compared to 3 or 4 years ago, you're certainly in a very good position. If you're comparing the housing market today compared to last year, you're like a normal seller right now, where you're going to have to do a little fixing up on the property, do some repairs, put some lipstick on it with some paint to make it look pretty for the buyers coming through. That's fine. That's healthy real estate market. It's good for the buyers and the sellers. You'll have to do some negotiations more than likely with offers coming in or after the home inspection, which is fine. You're still getting a fair price for the house, and it's still selling relatively quickly if you look at the average days on market. If you're planning on buying, make sure you have a good conversation with your loan officer on what the rates are going to be, but more importantly, look at what your monthly commitment's going to be with the principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, so you can see what your overall commitment's going to be every single month. And if you're comfortable with that number, you like the home in the neighborhood or the property in the neighborhood, then it probably makes sense for you to move forward with the purchase, because you're going to have to live somewhere. Do you want to rent, or do you want to own the property that you're in? And those are only questions that you can answer. And if you have questions about the market in general and what you need to do, I'm here to help. You can call me, you can text me, you can comment below. I am on all of these social media sites if you just want to connect with me there and send me a question. I am great with. And if you stuck around this long, you probably like what you're hearing. If you haven't done so already, you should consider hitting that subscribe button. I'm also queuing up 2 more videos right here for you to watch next. My name's Eric Larkin with Real Brokers here on the Space Coast. I appreciate you stopping in, and I'll see ya on the next video.